Today's video is sponsored by Heart of the Tribe Gallery, where art meets community. More about that later.
Hello everyone. Today finds me in Story City, Iowa, where I am going to tell you what I have been thinking about this week. Story City, Iowa, where the prairie is endless and you have nothing but time as you drive along, passing the miles. You think of the darndest things. You think of friends and times long gone. I think of my first car, which I loved, and I would give a ridiculous amount of money to have today. I think about all the things that I would dearly love to make videos about, but wouldn't even know where to begin. Like this light that sits abandoned in a field in Missouri. And I think about how many of these I saw in my childhood. I think about this tube tester that I ran into in a junk shop. I think about how many times when I was a child, my sisters and I would test tubes at the local 5 and dime while my parents shopped. There was a little booklet in the drawer. You would look up the tube number and it would tell you which slot to put it in and what settings to put the 3 little knobs at. And then you would push the button and it would tell you whether the tube was good or not. I think about Dave the Wandering Ponderer and his ball 999B. I found it in a junk shop somewhere, long forgotten, abandoned. I found all of the parts and we put it back together in a bar-over crown display back case. The dial is a Canadian National Railway. This is what it looked like when it was being fitted with its beautiful dial. And the little Zebco reels that we all had as children, the 202 and the 303. I think about the fact that when we were little kids fishing for trout and panfish with them, we never realized that they were actually built by the 0 Hour Bomb Company, which was a company that built the triggers for the nuclear weapons. Today, mostly I am thinking about Gabriel, who, with the help of his neighbor, is sprucing up his house, the yard around his house, putting in gravel and straightening up the trees and the shrubs. Even his backyard has gotten a sprucing up, complete with table and chairs, and a new storage shed. But the one thing that you don't see in his backyard is a grill. And I just can't wrap my head around it. I grill all the time. This is a couple of steaks that I cooked not long ago along the road in my little portable gas grill. I grew up grilling. I've always grilled a couple times a week. And it's difficult to wrap my head around the fact that Gabriel doesn't even own a grill. But then you don't really hear people talking about grilling, like the Ponderer and the Station Master. I think it is one of those things that we do that maybe the British don't. Like maple bars. We do maple bars. But poor Gabriel wants to try maple bars so bad he can't stand it, and they are nowhere to be found. I would love to tell you that our association has always been good for Gabriel, but I'm not sure that that would be the truth. As a matter of fact, if you talk to the people in Glastonbury, I'm sure that they would tell you that there was a marked difference in the lad after he started associating with his friend the Yank. Dave the Wandering Ponderer and I were talking one day about our favorite things in the whole world, and I said that if I lived in Britain, one of the things that I would have great difficulty doing away with would be pinwheels. I love pinwheels. They are a chocolate marshmallow cookie that they sell here, and if I was living over there and I knew I could never get pinwheels again, that would be very difficult. I decided when I went shopping that I was going to buy a package of pinwheels and slip them in a box that I was sending the Ponderer. And that is exactly what I did. I'm not exactly sure that he was ever the same afterward, but I guess I should apologize to Mrs. Ponderer. But getting back to grilling, we grill a lot. It would be very hard to live where people didn't grill. I enjoy grilling. Grilling is one of the things that I truly enjoy. I absolutely love belisha beacons, but I'm not sure that I would be willing to trade pinwheels for belisha beacons. Trading barbecuing for castles would be very difficult too. Meanwhile, I'll try not to mess up any more Brits. Ooh, my steaks are done. I leave you now on the endless prairie of Iowa, on my way to Minot, North Dakota. Remember, everybody, be good to each other, think good thoughts, do good deeds. And I will see you on another adventure.
The Heart of the Tribe Gallery is a community art gallery situated near the top of Glastonbury High Street. They host amazing exhibitions supporting local artists, and they have a beautiful secret garden out the back. So be sure to check them out and support local art.